So what's up, Knicks Nation? The first post-game call-up as the Knicks beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in overtime. Nasty work, but there was a lot of good that we seen from this game. I thought that the bench guys did a good job closing out the fourth quarter. Garrison Matthews hit some key threes. We even got to see some good defense from Tosan. The starting lineup was cool. The game was a little rocky. Julius Randle came to take our heads off. But nonetheless, the Knicks weathered the storm. And we're going to talk about that tonight on this episode, or the first episode of the preseason of the post-game call-up show. Let's get it. Welcome, Knicks Nation. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes, y'all. And welcome to the post-game call-up show. I see you in the building early, Just Knicks. Salute to everybody else that will be tuning in really quickly. This is a Knicks call-up show. This is not the Knicks call-up show. This is the Knicks post-game call-up show. So if you are going to call up, 646-995-8389. And of course, we're here to talk about this game tonight. What could I say about this game besides the fact that it's preseason? And, you know, if the boys are going to be shooting 15 for 57 from three, 52 threes in regulation, looking like the Boston Celtics out there, just nasty work, man. But nonetheless, I still thought that this game had some bright spots. I like the lineup with Deuce in it. I like, a lot of us want Deuce to start at the 2-guard spot. And I think that we always get a glimpse at, well, I'm not going to say always, but the past 2 games, we got a glimpse of the lineup with Deuce out there. I like that lineup. I wish we could see more of it. I also feel bad for Josh Hart because it seems like he may be the odd man out. Hold on, let me adjust my chat. Get it on this window here. But it seems like Josh Hart, he's going to be the odd man out. And that's due to injuries because he's hurt. And Mike Brown has hinted towards the fact that he would like to see alternative lineups, but injuries are sort of preventing us from getting there. By the way, salute to FS Wisdom. He says, yes, it looks like Matthews might be taking that last roster spot. Ooh, so you think Brogdon is on the bubble? Interesting stuff. I don't know if I would say Brogdon's on the bubble right now. I think that he didn't come in early. I don't think he played in the first half tonight. I mean, that is noteworthy. But I think Shaman is on. I mean, to be honest, in order for them to sign multiple veteran free agents, they would have to make a trade. So I don't know. And you know what? I'll go into research mode. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me go into studio mode. I was going to pull up the box score so we could take a look at it together. I'm going to do that. Give me 2 seconds. But I honestly think that it's still Brogdon's spot. I think that you're going to have to take it from Brogdon. Even though he, like I said, he got in the game later. They keep playing this 3-guard lineup, which I don't like, with Brogdon. It's a combination of 3 out of these 4 guys. Brogdon, Brunson, Deuce, Clarkson. I get it because you don't have enough spots and you got so many guards. But, at some point, I do think that we're going to have to make a decision. I mean, I don't like it. You tell me how to feel about that. I remember somebody said in the chat that Oh, what am I talking about? There is no small guard lineup. And I told him, I said, no, this is the lineup, but we've been seeing it pretty consistently um, thus far. So when you're looking at this box score, it really doesn't really tell you the whole story. Um, at first glance, you can see Mikal Bridges. He had a solid game, especially in the second half. I think he had 10 points in the third quarter. He started cooking. I like how Mikal is trying to diversify his game. I'm sorry. And you should be able to see it now. I like how Mikal is beginning to diversify his game, and he's looking to get to the basket more. And if that's something that Mike Brown has been working on with him and trying to get him to get to the basket, I think that could definitely elevate him to possibly be a 20-point per game scorer. You know, um, as far as everybody else, I mean, we did get, especially in the first quarter, you seen a lot of paint and spray threes. They just wasn't making it. And one night it definitely is gonna fall. Salute to UFS when he said Mikal looks great. Channel member. By the way, I forgot to do in my intro. I forgot to do a little intro. Tomorrow is gonna be the fantasy draft. All right. So salute to all the channel members and the people that's a part of the fantasy draft. We will be here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Okay. So we'll see what happens about the call-up show. The call-up show is usually tomorrow night, but for sure we're doing the fantasy draft tomorrow night. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, FS Wisdom said the 3-guard lineup was the worst lineup. I'm gonna try to the next game. I'm gonna try to keep a plus minus on it. I didn't keep track of no plus minus this game because I kind of was multitasking. I had some things I had to take care of, and then I wanted to prepare for the show. I was trying new things out. You see, I got the new overlay here. I was kind of working on trying to give you guys a box score kind of look, but so yeah, I wasn't able to keep track of plus minus. Like I normally keep track of the plus minus for the double big lineup as well. I didn't get a chance to do it, but I'm gonna jump back into the box score. As far as Jalen Brunson, he had an off night. He had a rough night, and it's preseason. I don't really care about the 4 for 14. I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather him get his rest out now than take it into the regular season. Mitchell Robinson, even though I feel like defensively he's always solid. On offense, man, him doing the dribble handoffs it's something about the dribble handoffs. I get it. I mean, that's standard. Like that's not nothing out of the ordinary. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, does he have to be the one? Because Towns is in the corner. And I'm telling you right now, I know it's early and there's a lot to work out. And I don't want to be a negative Nancy, right? Just super negative. But at the same time, I'm going to always tell you guys how I feel, right? And, I know it's early and they're working on it, but I don't like it, man. I don't like Mitch at the top of the key dribbling. And then sometimes they dribbling into the handoffs too. And I'm like, whoa, that's just a little bit too much Mitchell Robinson creativity on the perimeter for my liking because he's not a threat to score, right? One time they set a high pick and roll and he dove on the pick and roll and he did draw a foul, but Rudy Gobert likes to play drop coverage, and Rudy Gobert is so like egotistical because he feels like he can guard everybody, and that's not defense. Like defense is a team effort, and defense is about collaboration. And so that's the only reason why Mitch was able to get the fouls because they were guarding it, one-on-one. And now had they blitzed that Mitch and Brunson pick and roll, especially that high, there would have been no dive. So I'm just not a fan of Mitchell Robinson with the dribble handoff. And then, 0 attempts at the basket. I mean, you make the offense a lot harder because you're not a threat to score. No one is looking no one's looking for you. Now, once again, like I always say, in the first two games, especially more so than this game, Mitchell Robinson made himself useful on the offensive end by attacking the offensive glass. He didn't really get a chance to do it this game. Granted, he only played 13 minutes and he didn't play the third quarter. But I don't know. I don't know if this is the starting lineup that Mike Brown wants. I think that he really wanted to see what Hart would bring, but Hart is out. And, you cannot make something happen that's not there. So where I'm at right now, I can see Mitchell Robinson starting at, in the beginning of the season. But this is the post-game call-up show, 646-995-8389. Call up and let me know your thoughts of the game. I thought that, it was okay. I mean, just poor shooting. Double D says, I think he's just playing everyone to see who steps up so that he can make informed decision. There's only 2 more preseason games to decide who stays and who leaves. Okay. I agree. He says will be different. Double D says will be different. Who steps up? Well, I mean, there's a lot of candidates there. The bench is very deep, and I like that. I feel like we have a lot of options on offense. I just wish that we could get another 6'9" guy in there. No offense to Yabusele, not to take his spot. He could even be behind Yabusele, but injuries happen. And yeah, FS Wisdom says Cat should be setting picks, but he will get called for foul every time. Yes, you know what, FS Wisdom, you're right about that. Fouls will always be an issue for Towns, but at the same time, you got to run pick and roll. He and Brunson had the best pick and roll duo when they ran it. I mean, it was a very short sample size because they didn't run enough of it, but they were the number 1 pick and roll duo in basketball. So why wouldn't you go back to that? I don't like Towns in the corner. I don't like Mitchell Robinson initiating offense on dribble handoffs. I feel like even though Karl Anthony Towns had a better showing later on in the game, but early on, I mean, he just was in the corner. I mean, 2 of 11 from the field. He did get 3 attempts up from 3 because he finally, when he was playing the 5, trailing a little bit, he was able to get some 3s up. But when he's in that corner, more in particular that right corner, that seems to be the spot for him. I can't remember who said it, but somebody said that Towns, the area where he takes the least amount of 3s is the corner. So it's no wonder why Towns didn't make a 3 all preseason, because he's in the spot that he's not comfortable or he doesn't normally shoot the 3 ball at. And, the Minnesota Timberwolves got a really good defense. So as we go up against these teams that are really good defensively, how do we get Towns in his bag when you got him in a spot in the floor that he's not normally used to playing out of? I don't know. Salute to you, HRM. I see you in the building. Mixtape Madness Discord server, channel member and mod. And HRM is the architect behind the fantasy draft, the fantasy league, the Mixtape Madness Cup 2026, the fantasy league. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow will be the draft, so definitely check it out. We will be streaming it live as well. Hey guys, I got a big board. Just letting you know, I got a big board. I'm ready for that draft. I've been doing my research. It's my first time ever doing it. I'm really looking forward to it. But like I said, this is the post game call up. Tell a friend, 646-995-8389, and voice your opinion. Let me see. Josh Hart might not start, but he'll play more than Mitch. Salute to you, Simon. He may play more than Mitch. Are you saying because Mitch may get hurt? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because, okay, here's the problem with Josh Hart. So he's 6'4". That's the first issue, right? The second issue with Josh Hart is that he's not big enough to be a big man, right? So Yabu is power forward center. Then you got Clarkson, Deuce and Brogdon, but I'm not sure if Brogdon will be in the rotation. But you got all of those guys there. Where does Hart dominate in that position? I see a world where Josh Hart plays less minutes. I don't think Josh Hart gets to 30 minutes a game. Oh, I think we do got a caller. Hold on. We got a caller. It's a very, very oh, what am I doing? I'm downloading the voicemail. We do got a special caller. It's a very special caller. Get this brother on the line. 646-995-8389. Caller, voice your opinion. Hello, caller.
What's up?
How's it going, brother? You can hear me clearly? No
I hear
technical
you clearly.
difficulties?
This is Yuri.
Salute to Yuri, man. Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Channel member and mod, bro. So talk to me, man. How you felt about this game tonight?
Preseason overtime. That's what I gotta say about that.
Preseason overtime.
Only the bloody Knicks.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
It's not even. No. But here's the thing. I wanted the Knicks to win this game.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted them to win this game. Because look at the scoreboard. First half, Knicks 20, Minnesota 21. Second, first half, Minnesota beat the Knicks. Third quarter, New York 27-25. The bench outscores the Knicks in the fourth quarter and kills it in OT. And look at that beautiful score, under 100 points.
Yep, and I put it in research mode too, so we could actually see more. But yeah, I mean, one thing I'm gonna say, it's definitely preseason, and with Minnesota, even though they've been together, this is their second year together. This is technically their first off season into a training camp with the squad. Remember, because Randall and Dante got traded right before media day, so now they get a full summer to try to implement some new things. Another thing too, Ant-Man and Dante both aren't point guards, so I knew their offense was going to struggle. Because
our offense struggled mightily though.
I knew that. No, I'm saying Minnesota's. I knew Minnesota offense was going to be kind of tough because they don't got a point guard.
Hang on, my dad's calling.
Okay, but I knew that their offense was going to struggle. So both sides is a struggle. And then there's the Knicks. We're learning a completely new system. So the offense is going to come, right? We see the flashes though. We see the paint spray threes. All right.
I'll call back later.
All right, no doubt. Yuri will call back. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. But the offense I knew was going to be tough. And Minnesota has a really good defense too, right? Except for the Rudy Gobert drop coverage. I don't understand. I don't understand why Rudy, he's too confident, if you ask me. Right? Nothing wrong with being confident, but I just feel like you can't guard everybody just because you defensive player of the year 4 times. Salute to my man Randall in the building. Channel member, I see you, brother. Let me see. FS Wisdom says every game for the Wolves has ended in OT this preseason, so don't feel bad. I mean, like I said, they don't got their PG, so they're gonna struggle with offense because Dante's not a point guard and Ant-Man definitely is not a point guard. So I already knew that this game was not gonna be pretty. Let's see. Pacers beat the Wolves overtime before us. Then y'all say the Pacers was done. Okay, size 9. This is preseason. Nobody cares about who wins and loses in preseason. I don't care. The Knicks could be 0-3 right now. I don't feel no type of way. Because preseason wins doesn't give you any regular season credit. So we get size 9. We gotta relax, brother. We gotta relax. Let's see. Aisha says stop it. We play horrible and won. Yeah, I mean, I don't even care about the victory. I'm looking for certain things about how the game was played, right? So first quarter, I could tell off rip that Mike Brown wanted these guys to shoot more threes. And he wanted more paint and spray threes. I didn't really count how many paint and spray threes they got, but I remember vividly that it was way more than 3 in the first quarter. Right? They was touching that paint, kicking that ball out, getting some shots. So I think that's the game plan. Oh, salute to my man J-Tap. I didn't get a chance to respond in the Discord. That was having some good conversation in the Discord. J-Tap said, Brunson, pass the ball, dribble, dribble, dribble. And I thought that also was an interesting comment because he's the only point guard on the floor. So if they don't get that fast paint and spray three or that fast bucket, now when it's time to reset the offense, it's going to go back to Jalen Brunson. And then you got a guy like Mitchell Robinson on the perimeter, dribble into handoffs, and they can blitz him. So it's just there's some things to work on the offense. I would love to see him start another guard. Could we at least see another guard starting one time? I know he runs hard there, but can't Deuce get the start just to see how the offense look? I just want to see how the offense look. It's preseason. It's not. You could start Mitch in the regular season, whatever. If that's your decision, that's your decision. But can I at least get one game where we start a guard? JB was off. JB needs a week. Oh yeah, I ain't with. Listen, the person who I'm least worried about is Jalen Brunson. Fans NY says, why do teams ignore PG, Spurs, Suns, and Wolves? I don't think the Wolves, I can't put the Wolves in that conversation because Conley is the point guard. He just had a night off. But the other teams, yes. The Spurs, the Suns, yeah, they don't. It's like point guard, they run the other way. But the Spurs do got De'Aaron Fox, though, now. So you might have to take the Spurs off the list. But the Suns, yeah, the Suns for sure. Then when they went with Bill, KD, and Booker, and they tried to make Booker a point guard, I didn't understand that. Size 9 says it's one thing to be losing, but it's something totally different than never had a lead for 3 quarters. Nobody can. All right, Size 9, we got it. Like, it's not that deep, y'all. It's preseason, man. It is preseason. Oh, by the way, do you notice something different in the background? This came today, the Bodega Cat hoodie. Bam. All right, so I will be wearing this at the Garden on Saturday. I'll be at the fan appreciation night with my man Mellow Mike. I'm looking forward to that. This just came in. Bam. This is what I'm wearing. But I'm not wearing that hat. I got another hat that just came in. It's fire. Can't wait to, oh my goodness. I can't wait to be in there and show off my new gear. Let's see what else you're talking about. HRM says Wolves have continuity. We getting there. I still think we good. Yeah, I mean, the Wolves is, and to be honest, HRM, the Wolves also are still developing their continuity because this is their first training camp with Julius Randle and not training camp. This is their first off season into a training camp with Julius Randle and Dante. You see what I'm saying? Uh-oh, we do got another caller. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Randu,
you hear me?
1973, New Jersey.
Salute, Randu. Let's go. So talk to me, brother. What's your thoughts on this game? Preseason game, overtime in the preseason. That's usually a recipe for something nasty, but what was your thoughts on the game?
I felt like the offense, especially in the first half, was missing a lot of shots. If the Knicks wasn't playing defense, we'd have lost that game.
100%. 100%. And that's the preseason woes. Like it's a new system too, right? It's a completely new system, so it's everything is gonna be rough. But yeah, you're right. The defense is what I was impressed with, right? I thought everybody had moments where they had some good defensive plays, right? So defense was on point. And if they can defend at a high level to start the season, that'll help them when things get rough. So that was a good observation there. So what role player or what guy that's on the bubble trying to make the team, who caught your eye the most? And I think I know who you're going to say.
Let me see. I would one I'm gonna say like this. The bench played better than the starters.
Right. I agree.
The bench definitely played better than the starters.
I agree with that. I would say so.
In the OT, they the ones that pulled it out.
Yeah. And it seems like, it seems like our bench, like he could go deep into the bench if he wanted to. I mean, we got some dudes that definitely would be in the rotation on a lot of teams that's probably going to sit. I thought everybody had, like, Pacome Dadier is a plus 13. The plus 13. And like I said, I'm not the biggest stat guy.
But I'm gonna say this though about Huck 40.
Mm-hmm.
His rebounding and defense is getting better.
Right.
His rebounding defense is definitely improving. Because I'm gonna say this: if the Knicks start Mitchell Robinson in the regular season, which I don't want them to do, but if they do, Huck 40 needs to be the backup center.
So who you cutting out the line? Or are you gonna play an additional guy? Who you cutting out? I'm not sure if we got a delay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure it's not delayed. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's say like this. Let's say Mitch starts the regular season.
Mitch starts.
Off the bench. Okay, you go off the bench. You got Huck 40, Yabu. I guess Hart gonna be ready when the season starts.
He better.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I know he got hurt the first game in preseason.
Yep.
Then that leaves Deuce. Brogdon. Clarkson. Oh, but that's another thing though. If Mitch start, that creates another problem.
Yes, it creates a couple of problems to me.
Because you got a log jam in the guard position.
Right.
Because if you start Mitch, that means Bridges gonna start at the 2.
Right.
Now if he's starting at the 2 guard, you got Deuce and Clarkson behind him at the 2 guard spot on the bench.
Exactly.
So that means what? Is Brogdon gonna be situational?
Yo, it's so much mystery, that I can't wait to see how he does it, because Brogdon in his mind wants to play, right? He didn't sign with us because he wants to sit and just be on the team. He signed because in his mind he can make it as a rotation player on this team. So, and then what happens to Pacome Dadier and the other young guys? He did play Pacome, I think, in the second quarter. I'm not sure if that's because he has him high up in the depth chart, but where does a guy like that fit into the system? If he's in the plan, I know the trade rumors are there, but it's a lot of mystery, man. Because then what, they're gonna cut Landry Shamet too? Will there be a trade? I don't know, man. It's a very interesting scenario. And I do agree. I do think that, Mitchell Robinson does create a couple of issues, right?
Yeah.
I know Ant-Man didn't have the greatest shooting night tonight, but I did feel like, at the point of attack, Ant-Man was, presenting some challenges. I thought Mikal did a decent job, but I still think defensively, I would rather see Deuce out there or somebody else out there at that 2 guard spot defensively, and then keep Mikal on the wing so he can get that. Honestly, OG and Mikal could get 2 steals a game on the wing. I could see it, and let somebody else do the heavy lifting, having to chase these point guards all around the floor. And then Minnesota didn't have a traditional point guard this game, right? Because Dante and Ant-Man, they're not point guards at all. But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, right now I think Mitchell Robinson is in the lead, though. I tell you that much. I think he's in the lead to start. I think he's the leading candidate to start at the start of the season.
When is the next game? Saturday.
The next game, hold on, I got my calendar right here.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I think it's Monday.
I think it's the Wizards. Yeah, Monday. Yep, the 13th.
Yeah. Because I want to see Deuce start. I want to see how
I would love it. Yeah, just for one game. I'm not saying he got to start the regular. I mean, I want him to start the regular season. But at least give him the light just so you can see how Brunson looks without having to dribble, like my man J-Tap said in the Discord. He's like, yo, man, is Brunson going to pass the ball? And I'm like, well, you know, you got Mitchell Robinson on the floor who is handing him the ball. And then, you know, Mikal Bridges, I love him, but he's not a two guard that's going to make plays for others. So if you start this lineup, I expect, especially when things break down, for Brunson to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But how do you feel about Towns in that corner? How do you feel about that?
Didn't look right.
No. I
Seems
agree.
like he ain't comfortable.
I agree, 100%. And he's not, because they said that that's the area where he shoots the least amount of threes, right? So I don't know. I like I said, I'm willing to give it a shot because, you know, this is the system that Mike Brown wants to run. But I'm hoping that, you know, the system was designed for this team and not something that he's just bringing with him from Golden State, right? And trying to force it on this roster, right? So that's my only hope at this point.
That might be the case.
You see, that might be the case because hey, I was gonna do unfiltered thought on this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Briefly, I'm not gonna spend much time, but I'm gonna say this: maybe we're making a mistake by asking Towns to learn two sides of the offense. He has to learn how to do 1 through 4, and he has to learn how to be a 5. Wouldn't it be best for him to master one area? Like, who comes in and has to learn 2 different areas on the floor?
Right.
Like, you're making his learning curve a lot longer, and now he can't. How do you get comfortable from going here than there? Like, where do you establish your niche in the offense? You know, I don't know, but that's just how I see it. Maybe Mike Brown and those guys, you know, they got a plan for that. I just feel like it would be a lot easier to put him on one area, let him master that, and then move him to another area.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is. How you feel about Garrison Matthews? Do you think that there's a dark horse to take that spot? Maybe it's not automatically going to be Brogdon's.
No, I think Brogdon serves more of a purpose than Matthews on his team. Right. Because, you know, him being on Brogdon being the backup point guard, that's definitely more needed. I mean, I love Matthews' shoot. I love Matthews' shooting ability, but Brogdon serves more of a purpose.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like
I will say this though.
Yeah.
Is talk about now if Dottie get traded and then another spot becomes open, I think Matthews has a better shot than Shamet.
Now the plot thickens. I think I kind of agree because me personally, I would go with Matthews because he's taller, but I do think that his shooting is hard to ignore. That we love Shamet. You know, we appreciate him. Him trying to come back off the dislocated shoulder, trying to come back and be there. But I mean, at the end of the day, I would put Matthews ahead of Shamet as well, man. But I'll let you get your final word off, brother.
But then again, we got 2 more games, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot could change. And we're going up against the Wizards and the Hornets. So you already know you could be a superstar in that game. In those 2 games, you know, those guys, They ain't playing no defense, right? So this is the opportunity to come in, and you better do what you need to do because it could be your last shot, man.
Right.
I'll let you get your
One more
last
thing,
point
though.
off, man. Yeah, go ahead, man.
All this talk about Giannis coming to the Knicks. I'm gonna say it like this. Right now, I want to see what this team has. But I will say this. If we are not in the finals this season,
Oh,
I am not opposed to bringing Giannis to this team next summer.
oh yeah, I think that that's a definite. I think that's what will happen. You know, I don't even think it's something to consider. Like if this team does not get to that level, you know, if Giannis is still there, they're pulling that trigger. 100%. Oh, I agree.
That's all I got.
All right, Randall. All right, Randall, man. I appreciate your call, man. You always got a good level-headed takes, man. I appreciate you. Have a good one, all right?
All right, you too, man.
All right, salute. That was my man, Randall, channel member in the house. I got another channel member. Get this brother back on the line.
So,
hey, Yuri, are you ready to talk?
Now I'm ready to talk. Okay,
Let's
so
go.
where was I? Knicks 100, Minnesota Timberwolves 95.
Yes.
So I love to see. My main takeaway from this game: the defense was A1 today. The starters in the first half did not have their offense, but they made up for it on the defensive end. But it's preseason. I don't give a damn. That's the kind of defense I want to see translate to every single preseason game.
Mm.
And the reason why I say that is because, come on, I'm probably going to sound like that crazy Knicks fan. I wanted the Knicks to win this game.
I mean, I'm not going to say you're crazy, but, you know, you're just a basketball junkie.
I'm a basketball junkie. No, there's a reason why I wanted the Knicks to win this game. It sends a message to the league saying, yo, we back, and we ain't leaving. We are not leaving.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Yuri, we're the number one talked about thing right now in social media, except for LeBron James. You know, that stupid decision thing.
How do you feel? How does that make you feel, Karan? That the Knicks are the talk of the town, not LeBron.
Well, I mean, it's about damn time, and honestly, man, you know, hopefully because I feel like the NBA positioned us to be here, right? They gave us all these home games, all these soft touches. They want the Knicks to look well, do well, right? So they could continue to say, hey, New York, New York. That's why they gave us all those national TV games. It's all strategic. It's all, you know, it's all marketing,
it makes
right?
you happy, don't know?
It makes me feel like, yo, man, it's about damn time. And I need this to turn into a championship. So I feel good, you know, and I think
feel
that
good. You had to deal with a decade of Derek Fisher. You had to deal with a decade of Kurt Rambis. You had to deal with a decade of Jeff Hornrack. You had to deal with a decade with Mike Miller, David Fitzdale.
Oh,
and
goodness.
That was a time to not be alive as a Knicks fan. And to all my Knicks fans out there that, you know, were made fun of in high school, guess what? This is for you to see this team on the floor.
100%. 100%. I'm looking forward to it. I love to see Boston down, Indiana down. I love to see it. Your man Size 9 talking about, Indiana is a good team because of an overtime preseason win. I'm like, what the world are we talking about? Like,
I don't buy that one bit. I don't buy that one bit.
If we go to the standings right now, I guarantee you're going to see some teams that are terrible at the top of the standings. Guaranteed. 100%.
Preseason doesn't tell the whole story, but preseason gives you bits of the story. Let's be real here.
Listen,
I don't
first
want
off,
to count preseason out. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, well, look, the reason why preseason really means nothing. The Knicks didn't play their starters in the second half.
They played.
We played.
They
played the bench. No, not in the first two games. Tonight they played in the third quarter, but in the first two games they didn't. So if the Knicks would have got blown out in in Abu Dhabi, it could have been because the bench just dropped the ball, right? It don't mean that the Knicks, they're bad.
Look good.
Right. So when I watch preseason basketball, I'm looking at how the game is being played. So I'm looking at, how Mikal Bridges, I'm going to go back into research. I'm looking at, Mikal Bridges went 6 for 12. How did he get that 6 for 12? He got some layups. He was leaking out in transition. Yeah, he went to the line, right? No, he didn't get to the line. I meant to say the 3-point. Nah, he didn't shoot no free throws this game. But he did shoot 3 of 7 from downtown, right? And I felt like he is definitely trying to diversify his bag. And even though he didn't get no free throws this game, he definitely got some buckets near the rim as well, leaking out in transition.
This game was
it was a great showing, right? And that's just what I'm concerned about. I don't care that Cap shot 4 for 14 from the field, right? I care more about, okay, well, he only had 3 assists. You know, was he doing a good job trying to get guys involved? How many paint and spray assists do he has? Right? I'm just looking at little technical stuff because Mike Brown, when he does his press conferences, he tells you his goals and what he wants to see. So I'm looking to see if they actually doing that. And
so
tonight they did.
I'm skeptical about Cat, right? And I think someone said this just now.
What's that?
I'm worried about Cat learning 2 positions at once.
Right, I just said that. I think that he should master one.
I think it's overwhelming for him. I think it's overwhelming for him. Can he handle it? I don't know. That's bound to find out. But I'm pretty sure Mike Brown will make the adjustment if he really quickly. I trust him tonight. Me and Shao were talking about that. Mike from PA, we talked about that. He loved what Mike Brown did today with the rotations. I felt like his substitutions were really good as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I hope that, and I said this earlier, I hope that Mike Brown isn't trying to force fit his ideals on this roster, or I'm also hoping that this roster fits the scheme that he's trying to do, right? And I'm a little concerned because Towns on that right corner, I don't like it, bro. I know it's mad early. I know it's early. It's mad early, and things could change. But it's just he's not even shooting the 3 ball.
It doesn't feel right.
You know, he's not getting the boxes and elbow touches I thought he was when he's there, right? At the 4. Now at the 5, he to me, he's a little bit better. He looks a little better when he's at the 5.
His defense looks good.
And yeah, right.
You know, size 9 and Bridges is a bum. House Bridges is a bum. The guy legit had the point of attack.
Just stay out the chat.
Yeah.
It's for now.
Point of attack. Mikal Bridges, point of attack, right? We discussed it, how we don't like. I thought Mikal did okay on a point of attack today. Forced a lot of turnovers.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. Well, it was decent, but it
was decent. It was But remember, he also was guarding 2 guards, right? He wasn't guarding Trae Young. Right? He wasn't guarding Darius Garland. He was guarding the 2 guards.
Stats tonight. How did Mikal do on the defensive end tonight? Go back to.
Well, you can't really look at defense from a stats perspective because just because you get 3 steals, that doesn't mean you play good defense. You would look at his defensive rating. Right. That might give you a better picture. But I think the defense was solid because I can't remember what quarter it was. But Ant-Man went on a cold spell.
Yes, he did.
And that was because Mikal, he really took the charge on that to shut him down. So I got to give Mikal his props on that. And I think Mikal had a really good game.
Who said Jalen Brunson can't play defense, by the way? That's
I don't know. I don't know why people would say that. He can't play defense.
He had a really good lockdown possession in 1 quarter.
Right.
And another thing, too. We got to remember, Karan, you know what's crazy? They played this game without a single play call. This was all read and react. Matter of fact, I got a quote from the that he just put out. Karan.
Yeah.
This is what he said today, and I quote from Mike Brown. The Knicks played this entire game without a single play call, just reading the opponent and reacting accordingly. Says he wants the team to learn to play off of instinct before they begin running sets. Again, Mike Brown, experimenting in the preseason, finding out how the players respond to each other. So how do you?
I just hope it works, man. I don't care. Like, I just want it to work, because if it doesn't work, oh boy, it's gonna be some heads. Because I you know what, another thing too, Yuri, I noticed when I can't remember which day this was, but it was one of the recent press conferences, right? And they brought up the Giannis trade, and he just had the look on his face like, I already got the system in play. Like I wouldn't want to change my system to accommodate Giannis, because right now I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. And I'm kind of giving y'all some of the sauce tonight, because I could have saved some of these for unfiltered thoughts. But I think that, I don't know if Giannis fits into the system that Mike Brown has, where the five he just trails, right? The five trails, and he sets the screens at the top of the key, and and the power forward in the corner. Let me tell you something. Giannis is not going in the corner like Towns. So if you think Giannis is going into the corner, you got another thing coming. So I don't know, man. I just feel like,
Did you get a good read of the preseason from this game, though, compared to the last two games, though, Karan? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking better. But Yuri, look. So check this out, right? I feel like this. This is why I'm very confident, because I'm optimistic. But I do believe, this is just a belief, guys, that is either we're going to be really bad or we're going to be really good. It's either this read and react system is going to work really well, or it's going to just fall and we're going to just fall on our face. I don't think I see a middle ground with this whole system. So I'm thinking that it will work, because I think that the talent we have, like, we just got too much talent on the offensive end. The offense, is just too much talent for it to not work. But at the same time, if you do have to pull the trade for Giannis, could that signal other changes? Because I'm telling you right now, Giannis plays power forward, and he's not going to the corner. He's not doing it. So I'm just curious to see how he would orchestrate that. Maybe Brunson goes to the corner. I don't know.
You know I said screw Giannis in the Discord.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm making it sound like I said that with a purpose, right? I say that because I do feel like we have a belief with this team. I feel like I believe in this team, right? I do. I do believe in this team. I
believe in him too.
But I am going to take your side a bit on this. At what point do we just say, yo, pull the trigger? Just pull the trigger. You know,
I'm going to tell you right now, it would be a pull the trigger if you're a fifth seed, or if you're a first seed and you go to the playoffs and you lose to Orlando in the second round. Yeah, you're pulling the trigger. And whatever other dominoes that has to fall will fall. I didn't find that article yet, but there's an article that explains that the Knicks will get access to 4 picks next season. That's 4 picks they can use in the deal for Giannis, if need be. Now, if the Knicks win the championship, would I want Giannis? I probably would want Giannis. I'm going to keep it real. I think I would still do the deal. But I'm just saying that the impetus of having to do a deal for Giannis, I think, decreases the pressure. You didn't trade for him? Well, we champions. So, we already got what was going, right? But I think that, it's just an interesting scenario where, this has to work, y'all. And all the read and react, and, you see these guys implementing it.
It's rough.
It just has to work.
It's rough right now. We're seeing it. It's rough right now.
It's rough right now. And Yuri, can you explain something else to me? Why does he like to play the 3 guards? Is that something we're going to really do in the regular season, or is it just a preseason? Because it's like in his mind, he thinks that he can play Josh Hart.
That's preseason. I'll be very surprised if he pulls it out.
I hope. Because come on, man. Like, what are we doing? You got Deuce out there with Brunson and Clarkson. Like, I don't know, man. Could it work? Maybe, but I don't know. Do
you like the fact that he's experimenting at least? Come on.
I love everything he's doing. I love the fact that he's playing everybody because he's making everybody feel like they have a shot. But I don't believe everybody has a shot. I think that there's some people that, may be in for rude awakenings. And it's coming. I don't know who, but we're going to see.
I agree. But no, main takeaways from the game, the defense.
Yeah.
The defense was really good.
Defense was really good. How you feel about Ariel? Do you think he played his way into a rotation spot tonight? He was a plus 15 with 5 rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Ariel earned his. Hey, he earned his time.
Solid. I like it. I like that. To me, he's better in pick and roll than Mitch because at least he'll look at the basket.
I have Ariel play over Mitch because Ariel has got a floater game and he looks at.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he'll look at the basket like Mitch. Like when you set in pick and roll, you gotta be a threat to score, man. Like that's what makes the pick and roll more dangerous when both guys are a threat to score. Mitch can be a threat, but he's a lob threat. But if you take the lob away, it makes the pick and roll a lot easier to defend. So, and then we're not seeing no Brunson Towns pick and roll. When are we going to see that? It's just weird to me.
Why I say I don't like the double big lineup. To all my double big people,
right?
Now you understand why I don't like it.
Right, but then also it's like, could we at least see some 4-5 pick and roll with Towns and a Mitch? I mean, could we see some because they did it one time? I think that was in game 1 where we saw the 2-man action with Towns and Mitch.
I think Mike Brown doesn't want to reveal his full cards yet.
I hope that's the case because I'm telling you right now, on opening night, you're dealing with a Cleveland Cavaliers team that hates you, right? And they're gonna bring their A game. Garland won't be there, Strus won't be there, but they're gonna bring whoever they bring, but they're gonna bring it. And you better listen, the Knicks cannot stink up the joint opening night. So yeah, all this is good. I mean, it's preseason. I'm not gonna make it a bigger deal than what it is. Anything else from this game that you've seen?
The offense I want to talk about a little bit. Like you said,
right.
React, right? 90% of the league is read and react anywhere. 10% of the bids react. Right? We know this. It was shaky tonight, but I'm thinking it's because Minnesota just gave everyone fits tonight.
Minnesota got a really good defense too.
That's exactly why I was looking forward to the Minnesota game. I wanted to see how they would respond.
Yeah, all 5 guys will defend. How you feel about Towns getting cooked by Randall early though?
Boy, I didn't think he got cooked.
You didn't think he got cooked?
No, I don't think he did. But hey,
okay.
You know what I like? How you like Deuce saying, "Give me that from Randall"? That was grimy. That was grimy. That was grimy. What he did.
So you didn't see the play where Randall almost put a cat on the floor and broke his ankles? You didn't see that play?
I did see it.
Was that my eyes? Was that?
I don't think it was that bad.
But okay, so this is what I'm saying. Why to all you people that say Towns don't play no defense, let's put him at power forward. Now he has to guard Julius Randle. Now he has to guard Pascal Siakam. Now he has to guard Jason Tatum. Now he has to guard all these power forwards. A lot of them are elusive, right? You're talking about the brother from Atlanta, Jalen Johnson. That's the league. The league is not Charles Oakley. Like that's not the league. The league is Jalen Johnson and these 6'10" dudes that are gonna run and jump and fly. And you want Towns to be able to deal with that. Go ahead.
Again, I will say it's preseason. Can't take anything away from preseason. I can't believe I have to repeat this so many times.
No, I'm not even just talking about preseason. I'm saying this is my concern about Towns, period. Like when the regular season starts, he's going to have to go up against Pascal Siakam.
That's why
he's going to have to,
That's what I'm hoping. I don't think Mike Brown decided on a starting lineup, though. I don't think he did.
You don't think so?
No.
I think Mitch is the favorite, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm beginning to believe he's the favorite.
And
unfortunately,
I got a big belief in a locker room as well. Let's point that out. The vibes from Mike Brown right now, you got Cat dabbing him up, right? You got Cat dabbing him up. You got Mike Brown talking to the players, encouraging them, right?
Okay.
Cat's defense was not that bad tonight as well. As much as he got cooked by Randall, he did a pretty good job on defense tonight. Better job
in the paint. In the paint, I thought he was solid, for sure. He had a couple of bad fouls, but in the paint, I thought he was solid.
He was solid in the paint. But you do bring up a good point, though, about the 4 and the 5. I just hope this doesn't come back to backfire on Mike Brown. I really do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, we're gonna see, man. I'm optimistic, y'all. I am. I just, these concerns are small.
You're being objective. You see.
Yeah, I got to be the objective fan. You know what I mean? Because the old me would be like, yeah, we winning the championship, and but wait a minute, let's slow it down, Tiger. You have this, you have that. So
it's fun breaking down preseason games, though. It is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's fun breaking down preseason. And size 9, I agree. I wouldn't trade for Giannis. I would wait until he hits free agency. I would wait till he hits free agency.
Okay.
That's what I would do. You got all the leverage in the world. And if
no, remember, you're competing with LA. You're competing with a lot of teams that has money, and the Knicks won't have money in 2 years unless they just dump their entire roster. But if you're going to dump your entire roster, then you might as well just trade them for Giannis. And I don't see the value in waiting for Giannis, except for like at the end of this year, just seeing how this year goes. But I don't think you wait, because remember, Giannis is not a free agent next year. He's a free agent 2 years from now.
That's what it is. Oh, okay.
He's not a free agent this summer. Jokic is, I think. Jokic is a free agent this summer.
But
I think he's going to go to LA, but that's a whole nother topic.
I feel like this preseason game opened my eyes a lot more to what the Knicks is looking like. I hope they pick up the Kings before they take on the Cavs. As much as I talk crap about the Cavs, right?
Yeah.
As much as you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Cavs are a good team. They're a good team.
They're a good team.
Remember, they're great. Remember, they're the regular season champions. Do remember that?
I just do not trust them in the playoffs.
There you go. But in the regular season, they're dangerous. I'm looking at the last game. Oh, they had 3 scorers with 20 points. Let me see. They start Jalen Tyson. Who the hell is Jalen Tyson? Who the hell is that? I never even, oh, no, I know who that is. Duke? They start Jalen Tyson. He went to Duke? Nah, he went to California.
Listen. I am not in a mood to say trade this, trade that, trade this, trade that. I'm not.
No, I'm looking at the Cleveland right now. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just looking at.
I'm talking to someone in the chat. Listen,
okay.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this: I'm not in the mood to trade for nobody. I like this.
Well, let's slow it down. I do think we could benefit from a trade, but not a Giannis trade.
Not a Giannis.
I don't think we could. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do a Giannis trade right now.
I do see a trade happening. I just don't know with who.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's more than likely to be a smaller move, but it ain't gonna be like you're gonna get, Devin Booker. Like, nah, that's not happening. I'm looking at Cleveland right now, right? Right. Because this is who we seen on the first night. Who in the hell is Jalen Tyson? Like, why is he starting?
I don't know.
I'm curious to know who this guy. I got to do my research. And why, because they starting him with Hunter, and it's kind of a bigger team now, because now Mitchell's the smallest guy on the floor, and this Tyson kid is like 6'6". I'm not scared of nothing. I'm just doing my research, y'all. Just doing my research.
I will say one thing.
Go ahead.
Before I go.
Go ahead. Yeah.
The third thing that I take away from this, right? The third thing I take away from this is not only the defense was good, I just love the fact that the youngins didn't give up. They grinded out this win as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Come on, and salute to them too. Salute to the young guys, man.
Yeah, salute to the young guys.
Salute to them. Because
they did a good job.
They did a good job tonight. The young guys came through. They said, yo, we got this. They said to the stars, yo, we got this. We're going to win this game. And I feel like this is a good motivator for them. It's a good motivator for them. We don't know if we're going to keep or not. But this was good. And I'm going to tell you why this was good. It motivates the starters to do better. So it's a good chemistry thing. And with that, I take my lead. Thank you, Karan, for the talk.
All right, Yuri. Have a great night, man. Thanks for calling. Talk to you tomorrow. Fantasy draft. Let's go. By the way, I might have to start watching some preseason games, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch no preseason game besides our games. But I need to find out who the hell is this Jalen Tyson kid. They starting him every game. Like, this Jalen Tyson kid is starting every game. And they put Hunter out there. Is Kenny Atkinson wisening up? Because my reason why I put us ahead of Cleveland is because they still have them small guards who don't play no defense. And of course, when Garland comes back, he will be back unless they trade him. But this Jalen Tyson kid with Hunter should start for them, to be honest. He should start because Strus is not a real small forward. Strus is only, 6'5", 215. He's not a real small forward. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch the next 2 Cleveland preseason games, y'all. I think I need to watch the next 2 Cleveland preseason games because I need to figure out who in the hell is that Tyson kid. They say they got Boston and Detroit. This is good too because we got Boston too. I'm gonna watch this game. I'm gonna watch these next 2 games from Cleveland. Let me write that down because I gotta figure out who the hell that kid is. Next thing you know, he start coming out putting up 20 on us. But final call for calls, y'all. This was a great little post-game call-up show. Matter of fact, I don't even think I got League Pass right now. I'm gonna have to get League Pass. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. So, like, as the season go. Oh, by the way, speaking of all of this stuff, the Sports Journal still in development. I was hoping I could take pre-orders, but I'm hoping that tomorrow, because I'm just waiting on the designer to wrap up, so then we could get it to the publishing company, and I could get it in production. But without that, it's like I want to wait before I take pre-orders. But the journals is definitely coming along though. But I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. Y'all want to be like the objective fan and know all the stats offhand, stuff like this offhand, right? You guys got to get that journal, man. It's fire. Uh-oh. Let me see if we got a caller. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Yo, this one from South Carolina. Good to have NBA back, bro.
Let's go, man. You said Ron from South Carolina.
Juan from South Carolina.
Juan. Oh, okay. Got it. Listen, my fault, man. Look, all the numbers got erased, so I still don't got everybody's number. But okay, I know who you are. How's it going, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I mean, it's too early to tell it's preseason, but so far I like a lot. I like what I'm seeing.
Got you. So what about this game caught your eye? Like, what about this game made you?
Well, I haven't seen the highlights on this game because I work late, so.
Oh, you didn't get a chance to watch it. Okay.
Yeah. But the first 2 games, I really like the ball movement. I like we're gonna like push the pace, like the things that Tibbs wasn't doing.
Yeah.
They doing now with Mike Brown and all. That's what all we wanted and needed. Too much Brunson ball. Like now, I heard somewhere too that Tibbs didn't even like really work on the offense. He was like, he just defense and like, all right, y'all, as long as you do the defense, whatever, y'all figured out the offense. Like, what? How can you even? What the heck is that?
And you know something funny, right? I honestly don't know what to believe because at one point, the players loved this guy and he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's the most prepared coach. And the next thing you know, he's out of there because the players, they wanted him gone. So at this point in time, it's looking like Coach Tibbs just wasn't cutting it from the player standpoint. And, you know, I hope that, this works with Mike Brown because I had a thought, right? That
Yeah.
is Mike Brown using an offensive system for this roster, or is he trying to force this roster into an offensive system, right? And I think,
Yeah.
yes, he might say that, oh, no, he's not forcing it. But I think we won't find out until, real basketball happens. We could see
Right.
how everything is working, because the only reason why, here's what my one concern, everything else is great. Ball movement. I like faster pace. I like getting the runners into the corners, right? Because I listen to everything he says. I take notes, and I'm looking to see it in the game. But here's the thing, right? He has Karl Anthony Towns learning two aspects of the offense. He's the only player on the team to do that. He has to learn how to be a 1-4, and he has to learn the center spot. My thing is, wouldn't it be simple to just make him master one area before he learns another area, so that way we could increase his effectiveness?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm tripping. Am I bugging to think that?
No, I don't know why. Well, I didn't hear about that part. That's a little bit concerning if you ask me.
He says he has him learning, the 4-5 spot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the 1-4. No, learning the 1-4. No, because it's two different types of roles on offense. It's 1-4 and center. So he has to learn how to do both.
Well, I mean, I could see why he would want him to put him a little bit, he can pass the ball pretty well for his size, but he's not like Jokic.
I mean, yeah, right. Jokic is, he's the best at what he does. And, we're not going to but I feel like Towns would be second, and so, but here's the thing though, right? So when you talk about Jokic he's still in his position on the floor where he likes to operate as a point center. He has Towns in the corner with Mitch. When Mitch is there, Mitch is setting pick and roll at the top, which is very easily defendable if you ask me. But that's another.
Yeah, because Mitch ain't got no shot.
He ain't got no shot. Well, all I'm gonna do is double and bring the help from the weak side to take away the lob lane. Like today, right? In this game against the Wolves, Rudy Gobert, he's so damn egotistical where he's like, I got it. I don't need help. So they ran pick and roll, a very, 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 very high up pick and roll, right? Well beyond the 3-point line. And so Rudy Gobert dropped coverage.
Okay.
So because they didn't bring the extra man over to trap Brunson and then prevent Mitch on the drive, Mitch wound up getting fouled, going to the line. But other than that, kind of blunder, the Mitch Brunson pick and roll to me is something that is easily defendable. Versus if Cap was out there playing in that role at the 5, to me it would look a lot better. But I'm not Coach Mike Brown. They have a system.
Definitely, I would love to see him more in 5. It proved last year that him being at the 5, cooking these guys because they could not keep up with his speed at the 5 on offense.
Right.
Which is weird that doesn't translate to the defense. I don't understand it. But on offense, they can't keep up with him. It's hard to the 5s to defend him. So I don't know, man. It's just tough. It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and you know what, Juan? As great as we are, right? You got us going to the finals too.
I can see it. I mean, we probably gonna face the Cavs, huh?
Okay. I respect it.
It's a possibility. We got the Knicks had a puncher's chance. I got to see more of a sample size, but Brown has to be just he can't be Tibbs, stubborn. If he sees something not working, right? If this whole experiment he doesn't work, he's got to abandon it, right?
Right. I agree with that, but we're not there yet. But yes, I think that if he is the coach that we're making him out to be, then he would know that, okay, I will have to abandon this, or I will have to make another adjustment
Right.
for us to to get on the right track. But as good as we are, we can still see the flaws in this team.
Of course,
So
of course.
like we have 2 small forwards and now 2 centers
Right.
instead of a power forward, center, small forward, 2 guard.
We don't
No,
got real true guard, yeah.
Right, we don't got a real 2 guard, right? And so we trying to make McCallum into a 2 guard, and
which didn't work last year.
It did not work last year. So I'm optimistic, but I'm realistic too. And these are the things that Mike Brown he's going to have to show me that is going to work. And like you said, that's going to come with a greater sample size, because right now we only got what we have, right? We can't know the future now, right?
Yeah.
And then like this whole Giannis thing, right?
Yeah.
So I watched the press conference. I watch everything. So I watch every press conference. I read every single piece of news. I'm trust me, I'm on the post.
Right.
So every time this man speaks, I'm listening very keenly. So they asked him about the whole Giannis thing. And his response to me was like, I already got an offensive system, right? And I'm going to keep it real. If Giannis was to come to the Knicks, he probably wouldn't fit in the system unless Giannis was the point guard in the system. That's the only way I could see it working, where he's initiating offense. Like, no, I'm just telling you what I'm saying based off of what he has said about the offense, right?
Yeah.
If Giannis was on this team, I don't see the offense fitting how Giannis plays unless Giannis is a point guard.
Right. That's like a point
forward. Right.
Point forward, right? Yeah.
Where he's the one coming up and Mitch is setting the screen for him. That's the only way Giannis, to me, would fit in the system. Which then will put Jalen Brunson in the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm a little, I'm not going to say concerned, but I'm a little curious as to whether or not Mike Brown crafted the system for the roster, or is he trying to force the system on
what he did with the Kings and just trying to copy and paste? Yeah.
Copy and paste. And that is a little interesting to me. I'm not gonna say it's a concern because we didn't play a game yet, and it could work really well.
Let me ask you a question, because I've heard this thrown around, and it sounds like a good point, but you to me one of the smartest basketball fans there is out there, right?
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
So my question to you is, right? Let's say this Giannis thing is just a pipe dream, right?
Okay.
Do you then, because we're kind of like a win now opportunity, do you then trade any of these second year guys like Pacome, what's his face? I can't think of his name. Oh my God.
Pacome Dadier. You said Pacome, Tyler Kolek, Ariel. Which ones?
Yeah. Kolek. Any of those guys, do you then trade them to get like win now pieces, or do you keep it for development? Like, because we're not in the really developmental phase, right?
Right. I mean, that's a great question. Honestly, right now it's a great mystery as to what they would realistically do. But for me, if I was the one wearing the hat and what I want to see them do, I want to see them get another 6'9" guy.
Right.
I'm not trying to offend Jabu, right? I'm not trying to offend him, but
he's solid.
And he's solid, and you could put the 6'9" guy behind him in the depth chart, right?
Yeah.
But I think that I would like, instead of having all of these guards, because he runs this is what he's been doing in the preseason. I'm not saying he's gonna do this in the regular season.
Right.
Clarkson, Deuce, Brunson, or Brogdon. That's what he's running, these 3 guards. So if I could replace one of that and put like a 6'9" dude out there, I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying? But
how tall is Pacome?
Pacome Daddy is like 6'8", 6'9", or 6'8".
Oh, okay.
So
couldn't he fill that role? I don't really know how he plays.
Fill the role. He could fill the role. But I was just speaking to what your point was about getting somebody who's more of a veteran. I would like to get somebody who's 6'9", who can play also, just in case, guys get hurt, OG, Mitch,
Right, right.
guys like I'm comfortable with getting another 6'9" guy, and I hope that that's what happens if a deal is done because I just think the roster is not. It's a good roster, maybe even a
You don't
great
think it's a chip?
roster.
You don't think it's a chip roster?
I think we could win the chip. I think we could win the chip because, to be honest,
Yeah,
mostly every team has flaws. Like mostly every
of course.
team has things they could work on. As good as not Indiana, OKC is, they also to me have some vulnerabilities.
Oh yeah, they almost lost to the Nuggets. I think
They almost
honestly,
lost. Mm-hmm.
honestly, if Aaron Gordon doesn't get hurt, who knows what'll happen in that series?
Bingo,
'Cause-
right? Bingo. I think that a big guy on the inside could exploit them if you can get
yeah,
there because it's hard to
because
get
Aaron
there. I ain't
Gordon,
gonna lie.
AG was giving them trouble. They
Giving them a
couldn't. They didn't
lot
know
of
what to do
trouble.
with him. Yeah, they didn't
A
know what to
lot of
do with him.
trouble.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I could see Cat causing trouble for them.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, if we play this right, I mean, now we got Yabu. You say like if we get another 6'9" guy, that makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, that
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You gotta have size and good athleticism because that's all you see
yeah,
throughout the. Give me a Jalen Johnson like dude, a Zachary
yeah.
Ricochet kind of dude. Give me a dude like that. That's what I would want to see, or a real two guard, or give me a real two guard
Right.
that's like 6'6", can shoot and play some defense. Those are the
Yeah,
things I would like to see, but I doubt those things will happen. I really
yeah.
do.
I mean,
I think the trade would happen so they could sign Shamit or sign another
right.
veteran.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I still like what I'm seeing. Just the ball
Yeah,
movement
yeah,
in itself is just huge because I don't know if they were going to do it, but obviously they want to do it because it's happening. Like, and for all the
yeah.
people, I don't know why Jalen Brunson gets all this hate. I don't understand what it is about Jalen Brunson. I don't know if it's because he's quiet or he's just like undersized and he's not like flashy. I don't know what it is about Jalen Brunson that rubs people the wrong way. They like always
Mm.
got something negative to say about his game. They'd be like, oh, he won't do this and won't do that. And then he does it. Like, to me, I think Jalen Brunson will do what it takes to win. That's what I've seen from him.
No, I mean, he's already proven that. Even though we didn't
Yeah,
win anything, but he's already proven by taking that less money, he's the only star to do that.
right,
No other star is sacrificing $100 million. No, nobody. So
right.
yeah, he's definitely gonna make the sacrifice. Even if we got Giannis to come, he would definitely go to the second option with no problem. He would
Yeah,
go to the corner with no problem. So I agree. I do think Brunson has gotten a lot of flack. My thing is too, like I'm not sure if you're familiar with what's going on with the Clippers and Pablo Torre. Pablo Torre said that because he's the one that exposed the whole Kawhi cap circumvention scandal, but he said
right.
that he had Jalen Brunson's enemies on his tip line for him to expose the potential wrongdoings or the potential scandalous things that took place when Brunson signed with the Knicks. So
Right,
I'm like, in my mind, who in the hell is Brunson's enemies? Like how like it just really boggled my mind. But
right. That sounds crazy
but
work.
it's so how they say the nice guys always finish last. I just think that
Yeah,
that's just another case of this. Nice guys finishing last. I don't see why
yeah.
you would hate JB. He doesn't have a hateful bone in his body, right? Unless he's the
I don't
greatest
know.
actor ever. But
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. No.
but
I just I think we're gonna see. We're just gonna see it. This is a wait and see game.
yeah,
I hope it's not a
100%.
copy and paste. Because I think if you run the pick and roll with Cat or Brunson with Mitch, you got to do it closer to the basket, right? Because Mitch can't shoot threes, like he really can't. So I don't understand why we sit a high pick and roll at the 3-point line with a guy
Yeah,
who can't shoot threes. It just doesn't make sense.
right. Because it's easier to blitz Brunson. right? And then you could bring that guy from the weak side. And then if you're a team like OKC who rotates very well, them paint and spray threes. First off, you're not even gonna get a paint and spray three. You're gonna get a three that more than likely will be contested because guys are rotating, and Brunson's not gonna be able to get the pass off as clean. So it's not gonna be like the swift movement that you've been seeing. So I thought today's game was good. Like if you could watch today's game, I'm not sure if you got MSG or something, but I thought that today's game was good because they got a lot of paint and spray threes. They just missed a lot of shots. I thought the ball movement was really good today.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the tests are gonna come during the season, really. But I hope he experiments a lot with lineups in the regular season. To be honest with you, because I don't know for the life of me. Like I would love to see Bridges come off the bench. Like I don't understand why.
Ooh, don't say that.
They don't try that.
You about to start a riot. You said Bridges off the bench.
No,
man.
Just because like he would fit. I think he still fits better with that second lineup.
I mean, I was one of the first people to kind of like pitch that idea. It didn't go over well. It didn't go over well.
It was mutiny. They say you were mutiny over here.
Yo, listen, it didn't go over well because they're like, wait a minute, we gave up 5 first-round picks for a guy to come off the bench. Yeah, they was like, nah, there's no way that makes sense. And also because now he got the bag for sure. That's not.
But he could be like a Ginobili situation, right? Ginobili was like, Ginobili was one of those guys that easily be a starter, but he decided to be a 6-man. He's one of the greatest 6-man ever.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought it was a great idea to balance out the roster, but they don't want that, and it's just
it would have to come from Bridges himself, just like Ginobili did. It would have to literally come from himself. So
it would have to come from himself. Hell no. Yeah, and look, I'm gonna give y'all the early bombshell. Josh Hart don't want to come off the bench either. Just remember, I told you that. Just remember, I said that, and give me the credit. Josh Hart don't want to come off the bench either.
I think it's time to move on from him, honestly.
Oh my God! Now you really want to get these guys?
Yeah, I'll be serious. Like, I think it's time. Like the pieces that we got, I don't know. Like, he doesn't fit in that starting. Like, he's too small. I don't know. I love Josh Hart. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the dude. He bleeds. He like bleeds whatever team. Like he is a great player, but I just don't. I don't think he fits the system. Like he's not gonna fit the Knicks. I don't know. Like he fits as far as like attitude is concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like his flaws are so great, especially the lack of being able to shoot threes consistently.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said it right. Consistently. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Consistently. Because he'll have a stretch where he looks really great.
Right.
Then he'll just
And then those numbers are like fool's gold because he'll only attempt like 3 threes. Like, all right, 3 threes on 3%. It's not really that great because you only attempted 3 of them. Like
exactly. No, 100%, man.
I
agree with you saying, man. But I'll let you get your final word out. I appreciate the call.
Oh, yeah. I was
just... you call about more sooner. I mean, more frequently, sorry.
Yeah, that's funny timing because I was about to say I got to get going anyway, so perfect.
No doubt.
No,
man.
yeah, I mean, I'm really optimistic about what I'm seeing. I'm just hoping that Brown, like I said, you know, is not afraid to adjust and is not trying to do copy paste. And when he sees something not working, to be like, all right, this is not it. Let's do something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that poll question tomorrow. I think that's gonna be my poll tomorrow. But man, I appreciate you, man. Take care.
Before I go,
yeah.
It sounds like you agree with me about Josh Hart.
What did you say? Nah, you know what? I like Hart. I just think that you know the way the team is currently constructed that something has to give.
Yeah,
that's That's all I'm gonna say. Something has to
Has
give
to
because you
give.
got
Yeah,
two
you're right.
centers, you got two
Right.
centers, you got two small forwards.
Yeah.
I would admit, like if I was playing NBA 2K, I would have got me a 2 guard and a power forward. Now, who goes in
Right.
the deal? I let y'all work that out in y'all imagination. But if it was me, I'm getting the
Yeah.
real 2 guard, and I'm
Real
gonna put that
2 guard.
small forward in his rightful position, and then I'm gonna get a real power forward, like a Bobby Portis type power forward, or Aaron Gordon type power forward. Now I'm saying I'm not gonna get those two, but I'm gonna get somebody like that. Put him next to Towns to do all the Towns dirty works, and they could stretch the floor. That's what I would have did. But
Right.
you know,
all right, man.
I'm just a fan. All right, man. Salute.
Yeah, later,
I
bro.
appreciate you,
It's
man.
good talking to you.
Great talking to you as well. All right. Final call for calls, y'all. 646-995-8389. Oh, did I mess up my scoreboard? How did I do that? Hold up. Gotta fix that scoreboard, bro. Hold on. How did I do that? Wow. Messed my scoreboard up, man. How did I do that, though? I don't know how I did that. Hold on. Oh, wait. Maybe I zoomed in. Let me zoom out. I gotta get my scoreboard right, bro. Oh, okay. Let me zoom back in. Yeah, you gotta get. Come on, man. Presentation, man. But yeah. That was a great call. I hear him. And a couple of people are starting to speak out. You know, saying that Josh Hart should go. I'm not gonna personalize it because I don't have a vendetta against nobody on this team. I like everybody, including Mitchell Robinson. You know, contrary to what a lot of you guys believe about me with Mitch. But my motto is anybody can go. Not everyone, but anybody. And when I say anybody, I do mean anybody. I'm trying to win a championship. By the way, salute to my man Mellow Mike. We're gonna be lit on Saturday, Mellow Mike. We're gonna be in the garden. You know what I'm saying? And look, the hoodie came. Bodega Cat. I will be rocking this. And my new hat. Definitely salute Mellow Mike. It's gonna be lit. Can't wait. Like I said, tomorrow is gonna be the fantasy draft. Make sure you guys are in the building. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna get started around 9:00. Hopefully these guys, you know, Knicks will be champs. J-Tap, Yuri. Hopefully you guys did your homework. HIM. You know, because I'm telling y'all right now, I never played fantasy, but man. Yeah, Mellow Mike, I look forward to it, man. By the way, oh my God. The shop, because I got some business cards done finally, right? But they printed the same side on both sides. I got to get that adjusted. Nick Shack said Aiden just had a horrible game for the Lakers. That's preseason. You better get the horrible games out now. Because when that season start, especially LA ain't got, LA has a low tolerance for mediocrity. They will get you up out of here. Salute to you, Buzzer Beater. But you know what? Before I go, I'm gonna do this. Just make sure I'm in the right window. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys about the channel membership, man. What happens when you join? Right? Let me see. How? I'm gonna go to the join. Visit the channel. So let me show you what happens when you hit the join button, right? So when you hit the join button, we got two packages. You got the starter Knicks fan and the hardcore Knicks fan. Salute to all the members in the chat. So when you join the starter Knicks fan package, you're going to get access to the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. It's a place where the members, we have great conversations each and every day, 24/7 Knicks chat, especially while the games are on. I usually go up in there, drop my 2 cents, double big, minus 10, this, that, and third, a real-time analysis. It's a great way to extend the conversation with me. So if you are on the channel and you are, in the chat and you're feeling the vibes, join the Discord server. It gets realer, it gets only realer and more raw. We talk all sports as well. We even got a video game server that HRM wanted to create. No, that was JJP wanted to create that, but it's a really good place, and it's a members only section. I don't do it a free for all because I don't want to deal with trolls, and I like to have really good basketball conversation. I'm not the type that has to have hundreds and thousands of people around, right? I'm cool with the people that we got, the dozens of people that we got. Also, when you join the channel, certain special events and things will come up. Like we did a fantasy draft, right? That's already closed. It's going down tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will be in the building. We will be streaming it live. There's going to be a lot of special events. I also interviewed somebody recently who his name is Mr. Baker. He went to school with Walt Clyde Frazier, so he gave us the scoop of all the things that took place back in the day with Walt Clyde Frazier, back when he was at Southern Illinois. And I gave the members an opportunity to ask questions. So I'm always doing special things for the members. When you join this channel, this is not just a donation thing. Oh yeah, I'm just donating to the channel. No, you actually get exclusive content and certain perks that you wouldn't get otherwise. Of course, you get the cool badges. So that's how I'm able to look in the chat and see Yuri. He says, I'm both Yak. Love him. I'm not sure what that comment was about. Maybe that was about something in the chat. I don't know. Bottom line is the reason why I was able to spot it is because he has the star, right? So when you get the star, you become easily identifiable. And then when priority reply comments comes into plays, when I see the star on anything, whether it be a video, whether it be a short, whether it be a post, I always look for the members' comments and I will respond to you guys first every time. Salute to my man George. He rarely is on the live shows. All he does is he goes in the chat and comments, and I respond every single time. Of course, I have special content that is members only content. I'm gonna show you guys some. So I dropped this morning because I was feeling myself. This is called the Unfiltered Thought series. I did about 23 of these videos, and the two I dropped this morning is a trade package for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Notice how I can say the name right. I'm not good with international names, but I can say Antetokounmpo. I'm kind of practicing for when he may come to the Garden. But a trade package for him that can be done now. So I dropped that this morning. I also dropped, if not Coach Tibbs, then who? That was number 22. So channel members get access to go watch that content. And I the Unfiltered Thought series is usually me blacking out, not blacking out, but usually me going in at 3 a.m. and, having something on my mind, and then bam, let me just record an Unfiltered Thought, right? So you get access to to watch that content. I also hoop. Now it's getting cold. I'm not sure where I'm gonna be hooping at, but the Objective Fan Hoop series, I stream that live. And yeah, the last time I went live, yeah, it was just a crazy time. So to everybody that watched it, also, I will be doing members only live chats. Like I got a show that I'm working on. It's going to be something about what I look forward to with this upcoming season. I want to get that done before the season starts. But anyway, when I do them shows and them 10 key shows, usually I try to keep the show to be a good time, so I restrict it to members, and so that way the chat's not too crazy. But you get a lot of members only stuff on this channel. Of course, members always get shouted out, and the members get a discount on merch, right? So similar to the merch that I showed you, that's right behind me. You got the Bodega Cat hoodie, right? The Captain 11 hoodie, right? We got the mugs right here, the Bodega Cat mug, and of course the black monochrome Captain 11 mug. That's my favorite mug, by the way. But other people like the white Captain 11 mug. But so yeah, when you join the channel, that's what you get access to. Let me look at the chat on the way out. This was a cool show. I plan on doing more post-game call-up shows. If y'all feeling the post-game call-up shows, definitely come and make sure you guys call up. As we do the post-game call-up shows and the demand grows, I will make the calls a lot shorter, just to accommodate the amount of people who will call up. But a lot of you guys prefer to do the post-game call-ups. So we'll see. Mellow Mike says attention to APL in the chat. I hope to meet you guys at MSG and stop by and say hello. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, Mellow Mike. If y'all gonna be there on Saturday, be on the lookout for me and Mellow Mike. It doesn't be said 8 in his throwback. All right, all the way back to the 50s. That's funny. That's preseason. We'll see what he does. I tell you what, he's a double machine. But I think that's all, guys, with the hour 30 mark. So that's all I got for you guys tonight, man. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate everybody in the building. And on the gamification check on the way out. Can I do it here? Okay, yes, I can. So, salute to my man, number 1 spot, Michael. Salute to Size 9 at the number 2 spot, going crazy. Salute to my man, Buzzer Beater at the number 3 spot. Nick Shack, the Mitchell Robinson support at the number 4 spot. My man, Mellow Mike at the number 5 spot. FS Wisdom at the number 6 spot. Oh, Coach is in the building. Salute the Coach, channel member, mod. And he needs to be back in the Knicks Tape Matters Discord server. He's also in the fantasy draft as well. Hopefully you got your team ready, Coach. It's going down tomorrow. BS 10258. Salute to you. Randu, channel member in the house. Right? Jaden Panero. Okay. Salute to you, my man, at the number 10 spot. Then we got Vinny. HRM the Great, Knicks Tape Madness Discord server channel member, and now mod. Salute to you, HRM the Great. I do appreciate you. Dwayne Dennis in the house. Just Knicks, of course, new channel member. Fans NY, salute to you, Fans NY. Let's go. Okay, my man Simon, Beeman Boys, and Shaquem Avery, man. Salute to all you guys. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I see you guys tomorrow. Fantasy draft. But until next time, let's go.